Telling the players to back up, and here we go, underway. A's and Excelsiors from Brampton. Ari Steinhaus with it. He'll pass it over, get off. The forwards on the floor now for St. Catharines. They'll work the ball. Ian Hurd drops it back for Callum Witter, but then he loses the handle, and it's a turnover to St. Catharines. Might be a break. It's Josh Ford coming in, makes a shot, and a big save right there by Medill. There's arguing that it rolled in the net after it. You can hear the St. Catharines bench. And we're going to have maybe discussion here between the crew chief. I think it rolled in after the save. So he might have our first. And we'll look at the replay right now and see how it went in. It was Josh Ford. Throws it towards the goal. You see the splits there by Medill. But I think it rolled in behind him. You see when he gets up, they get popped in. And he's looking behind. And that's when the St. Catharines bench were up in arms saying, that's in the net, that's a goal. They're going to get their wish. But the Athletics pick it up, and they'll work it down low again to Howard. Up high for Savitz. Down for Meridian. Meridian takes a shot off the post and in. Bing, bang, boom in the back of the net. And the A's with a 2-0 lead. As it's Trent Meridian getting his third goal of the season. And it's 2-0. For St. Catharines. Here's a look at it on your screen right now. You see Meridian with the shot off the post and in the back of the net. Carrero in the corner. Marcelo Carrero. Back up high for Da Silva. Da Silva over to Carrero. Carrero walks out. Feeds Ty Clark. Clark over for Marshall. Takes a shot. He scores! Nolan Marshall with a wrister beats Vanyo up high, and it's 2-1 as Brampton cuts the lead in half. So here you see the nice passing around. It was Ty Clark going cross floor to Nolan Marshall as he'll put one high and over Vanyo the floor. Feeds it to Savitz. Meridian's out there. He takes a feed. Now it's back. Savitz. Bucktooth shoots. Scores! It just squeaks by the arm of Medill. It's Jameson Bucktooth on the power play, and it's 3-1 St. Catharines. They'll go to the bench to celebrate. Here's a look at it again. Some crisp passing around by St. Catharines. They work at the Bucktooth. You see Medill get a piece of it, but not enough as it squeaks by the... Takes a shot, bounces just wide. Rebound picked up by Witter. Witter has some space. Racing up the floor, it's a 2-on-1, shorthanded Witter, shoots, scores! And then gets bowled over for his troubles. Shorthanded goal for Callum Witter, and the Excelsiors within one, 3-2. After all the turnovers, and Brampton are the ones that make St. Catharines pay. And here it is on the replay, a 2-on-1. Witter races up the floor, looks for the pass, decides to keep. Good move as he puts it by Oliver Vanyo, and it's a 3-2 lead for St. Catharines. 9:08 to go in the first. Circles behind the goal. 15 on the shot clock. Drops it back for Arrow Booth. Working over to Savitz. Savitz shoots, scores! Right through the 5-hole. And it's Keaton Savitz getting on the board. The captain of the Athletics. And it's 4-2. 4:18 remaining in the first. And here we go. Here's a look at the replay. You see Savitz makes a move, just shoots right through the wickets of Mark. Drilled hard into the boards back there, and it's a Brampton ball. Now they'll work it around. Up high, Carrero. Back for Marshall. Takes a shot, scores! Nolan Marshall on the power play. He won 4-3. Under 3 to go in the first. So he gets some high fives from Clark as he goes off, and here's a look at the replay. Keys Carrero, nifty behind the shoulder feed. Over to Marshall, and he rifles it past Vanyo, and it's a 4-3 game. Leaves it for Marshall. Just a minute 20 to go here in the first. Marshall shoots, scores! Time to throw the hats in the Memorial Arena. It's a hat trick for Nolan Marshall, and it's a 4-all game with 1:16 to go in the first. There it is. Off the goalie in. What a shot, and he's pumped. Big lead here early in the second. Caden Merritt works it around for Christopher Da Silva. Da Silva walks in and shoots. Scores! Chris Da Silva puts one by Oliver Vanio just 15 seconds into period 2. And the Excelsiors grab their first lead of the game. 5-4, and here it is on the replay. You can see Da Silva walks in, takes a shot, and it's one that Vanio would like to have back. Now it's again Viveros. Back for Ty Clark. Over to Knox. Knox shoots. Scores! It went off Vanio, and it rolls behind him as Riley Knox knocks one in the hard way. 6-4 Brampton. And here it is in the replay. You see Knox takes a shot off the shoulder, and it rolls in behind Oliver Vanio. A tough break for the St. We'll have some more action next week here on the OJLL YouTube channel, so stay tuned for that. Great action all throughout the season. Right through the playoffs. And now, chance here for Savitz. Nice pass, and what a goal. The fake shot. Fees James at Bucktooth. He puts it in. What a beautiful play to get the A's back within one. Bucktooth gets his second goal of the game, and here it is on the replay. It looked like Savitz was going to shoot. He drew everybody in, including myself for a moment, and Bucktooth left all alone to put it into the yawning cage. Last chance here in the power play. Marshall to Merritt. Carrero winds, fires, scores! Top corner! Marcelo Carrero on the power play with just 4 seconds remaining on it. And it's 7-5 Excelsiors. Just moments after St. Catharines thought they may have had a shorthanded goal. But here it is again. Carrero takes it and goes up high over the arm. Takes a shot. He was defended nicely. He couldn't get much of a shot off. Up the floor. And here comes Scott. Owen Scott shoots, scores! Great Scott. Owen Scott puts one by Vanio. It's a 3-goal Excelsiors lead, 8-5. And here it is off the turnover. It's a 2-on-1 rush. Owen Scott was told to shoot. He did just that. And he fought in. Leaves it for Howard. Gavin Howard. Back for Armitage. Over to Steinhaus. Takes a shot. Scores! Ty Steinhaus gets one back just like that for St. Catharines. Just 21 seconds after the Brampton goal. And it's 8-6. A's within 2. And here it is. Armitage dumps it off for Steinhaus. Walks in. Up high. And he rifles it past Marcus Medill. Back to Marshall. Shoots. Saved by Vanio. Fresh 30 on the shot clock. Marshall. Carrero. Shoots. Scores! Power play goal. And it's 9-6 for the Excelsiors. 3 minutes ago here in the second. You see the passing. Carrero takes the shot, and he goes on. Last chance here in the power play for Brampton. Da Silva back to Merritt. Over to Marshall. Back for Merritt. Shoots! Scores! It rolls in behind Oliver Vanio as Caden Merritt gets a power play goal, and he's on the board as the Excelsiors hit double digits, 10-6. 16:26 to go in the third period. There's a look at the replay. See Merritt with the shot after taking the return feed. Gets the feed back from Marshall, then Merritt will shoot. Vanio gets a piece, but then it rolls in behind. A nice effort there. There's Bucktooth. Takes the shot, whistles that one wide. Still in play. 10 on the shot clock. Pass across doesn't work. Bucktooth gets the rebound. 5 on the shot clock. Bucktooth towards the net. Here's the chance. Scores! Put home just before the shot clock expires by Trent Meridian. His second goal of the night on a delayed penalty. And the A's within 3, 10-7. Here it is on the replay. You see Meridian gets it and just puts it by Medill before the 2 as they've reached the halfway point of period 3. Savitz to Bucktooth. Bucktooth back for Savitz. There's a pass. Nice pass and a goal! Bing, bang, boom. In the back of the net, it's Gavin Howard on the power play, and the A's are back in it, and they are pumped up. Gavin Howard, power play goal, just 16 seconds into it, and it's 10-8. Look at this, you got Bucktooth, Savitz, Meridian, Howard in the back of the net. Bucktooth gets it back, Meridian, Savitz, Meridian. Takes a shot, scores! The hat trick for Trent Meridian on the power play. The timeout works to a T for St. Catharines. Get the play they want, and they score. And it's a one-goal game, 10-9 with lots of time left, 6:15 in the third. Here's Meridian. Up high. Gets the pick, gets the shot, gets the goal. That's, folks, we got to finish here on the OJLL YouTube channel tonight. If this is the regular season, what's going to look like, it's going to be a great one here. There's a shot. Scores! Put home by Gavin Howard, second goal of the night. And it's all tied at 10. 4 straight goals for the A's. And it's a 10-10 tie. 4:48 to go, and here it is. What a shot there by Gavin Howard. A little smoke on that one. And it's tied at 10. Marshall drops it back to Knox. Knox down for Da Silva. Over to Merritt. Caden Merritt. Merritt gets an opening shoot. Scores! What a shot there by Caden Merritt. Gets the space he needs. It fires it home. And Brampton grabs the lead back. 11-10. Here it is. You see Merritt gets a nifty pick there from Da Silva and wires it over the arm of Vanyo. Second of the game. Armitage leaves it for Steinhaus. Steinhaus spins around the defender. Asks for help. Gets it. Savitz double teamed. Now shot, scores! Fights off the double team and puts it in. What an effort by the captain of St. Catharines, Keaton Savitz. Second of the night for him, and we're tied at 11. You can see he was being tight defended. Look at the two defenders. Then he gets away and then puts home the wrister. Captain lead by example. Lead back at the most important time of the game late. There's a shot by Bucktooth, just goes wide. 5 in the shot clock. Steinhaus shoots. Goes wide. Shot. Scores! A shot clock buzzer beater by Jamison Bucktooth. And with 1:53 to go in the third, St. Catharines is taking the lead back at 12-11. The shot clock is on. You see up there, 3, 2. There was 1 second, and he put it on goal, and he beats Medill. A long shot by Jamison Bucktooth. Carrero. 15 to shot clock. Marshall. Da Silva. Silva. Has no space. Merritt now. Spin, shoots. Nice save by Vanyo. All the players that are not in the lineup right now. You can see there some hitting down low. You see Merritt with a great chance, but a big save by Vanyo. Getting that hand up. Walks out. And it goes wide. Vanyo scoops it up. He's going to go for the goalie goal. Oliver Vanyo. And it goes wide. Still a tiny bit of hope for Brampton. Time winding down, 7 seconds. Merritt shoots, scores! Caden Merritt, with 5.1 seconds left in regulation, has tied it up for the Excelsiors. Merritt with the hat trick. Vanyo went for the, see Merritt earlier, missed the net high. Vanyo went for the empty netter. He shot the ball all the way down. Just went wide. Then a heads-up play by Carrero up the floor. Eventually will find its way to Caden Merritt. He makes up for that mistake and puts one by Vanyo. And we're Bucktooth, Howard, Savitz, Steinhaus. A feed across. There's a chance. Shoots. Scores! Keaton Savitz. The game-winning goal in overtime with 48.7 to go. The hat trick for the captain. And he wins it for St. Catharines. What an entertaining game here tonight in Brampton. And here it is. Savitz walks in and finds some open space and puts it home for the game-winning goal. As St. Catharines come all the way back to win it 13-12 in overtime over the Brampton Excelsiors. So a big goal there for the captain. Third of the night.